Hola.
Okay, well that was highly unpleasant. Guys, I think my PS4 is dying.
Paulo's busy again, isn't
I
he?
don't think it's got a
Said
whole
you were
lot of
busy.
life left in it. Because I'm running into more and more issues like this than I ever have before. Now, if only maybe I could get a PS5 somewhere, then we wouldn't have a problem. It's just kind of frustrating, but it's not that surprising because I've played this thing like crazy over the years. I mean, this is a first 6-month PS4, so it's not like it's a brand new model or anything. It was probably going to happen eventually, though. Honestly, none of my consoles have ever fully stopped working. Like, my GameCube still works. Well, I say that. I haven't played it in a number of years. I need to test it, though. As far as I know, it still works. Yeah, do that one. So we got that, and then my PS2 still works, though it's probably always seemed like it's in the worst shape. Because it's really loud, like it fully jet engines as bad as the PS4 did before I cleaned it. Except it's done it for years, and I don't know why. So there's that. Then there is the Wii. The Wii still works perfectly. Both PS3s still work. Shockingly. You know what? Go with the 95. Yeah, that's fine. A few gorillas. We lost one. Man, 100% chance of success all the way around? Do I even need that? Do I want money? I want money. Moneda. Hey, lazy gamer. So yeah, I'm sad because I think the PS4 might be dying. Because I've been... Okay. Thanks for telling me that once I got into the game. I'm telling you guys, I sadly think the console is not gonna make it all that much longer. And I'm sad. Because like I said, it's basically a launch year console. Ooh, I don't know what I wanted. 14, that's literally the... I gotta go with the low option, but there's no guarantee here. Oh, wow. And I really want to win this because Moneda. Because it gets you really good stuff. Okay, this is the best option, and this is the cheapest. Let's go with the cheap. Cheap pays off. I am a very cheap person, so of course it pays off. Oh god, I don't like any of those options. Do I want to burn a huge amount of my fuel? Do I want to lose? That's everyone. Like, will I even be able to win if I lose everyone? I mean, I won't lose everyone though, right? Okay, that's tolerable. I can deal with that. One more. Yeah, it's just... I don't know how much longer it'll make it. And I'm sad, because I love my PS4. Hey, Simon? Well, hey, that's my first 2-liter operation I've cleared. We lost quite a few people, but got some good rewards. I'll take it. I know I don't have to do these anymore, but you get some pretty good rewards from these, honestly. So, I'm not going to complain. We're going to run this one because fuel, and because it's 69 fuel. How could I not? Do I have anyone that can run? Yes, I know that it wasn't connected wrong last time. Now, if that message keeps coming up, I'm going to get a little bit annoyed. Alright, we don't really need more recruits right now. 4 hours, 10 people. We can run a surveyor. Yep, we can do that. Hey, Leon. I mean, we really don't need people, but do I have... No, I don't have anyone to run that. I'd rather have the gunpowder. Yeah, I'm just constantly running these because you do get decent rewards. Well, it's worth going. I heard that it releases soon. I have not heard the cost. Oh yeah, you guys finished Bad Company 2. Very nice. Yeah, Ghost said it actually wasn't that bad. But it's also still not something I ever intend to do. Because, quite frankly, another big multiplayer boost like that, I just don't know if it's something I want to deal with. I mean, there's a few left to do, like, obviously ACM. Ooh, you know, that's not a bad ability. So obviously we got to do ACM. Obviously we got to do Battlefield 1943. All right, I've actually purchased everything from her. Okay. $60. You know, that's not terrible. Because none of the games have multiplayer or microtransactions. Honestly, that's not terrible. Because those are games that released back in the days where you actually had to release a pretty complete game. I mean, San Andreas is one of the, like, most beloved games ever. It's actually the only one of those three that I've played that I know of. I've played 3 with a friend somewhere before, but I've never really seriously played it. Sat down and played it. And I've never touched Vice City, so let me know if I'm committing a mortal sin by that. But yeah, big ups on Battlefield. That's pretty awesome. Bad Company. If I had a little bit more time in life, I'd consider going for that kind of a game. I know it's not as bad as, like, Bad Company 1 or Hardline, but I just don't have the time or the will to do it, honestly. Gotten lazier.
Oye, sending a pic of Marquesa's propaganda trucks. Sorry you have to look at her face.
Just another reason to take them out. Been sick of
Physical
hearing
copy?
about
Oh yeah, I mean,
bullshit
I usually
just
get physical copies of stuff.
Them up, Danny.
Vice City is one of the best. Okay.
Danny, my best friend, my sweet little
I feel like just more often than not, the most favorited out of the 3 tends to be San Andreas.
May Square drinks.
And thankfully I have played and basically 100%ed San Andreas, whatever was considered 100% for the Platinum.
Coño. I'll be there when I can.
I do hope they do what the PS3 version did. And add in the checkpoints within missions. That's the one major complaint I have for San Andreas. Because that got to be really, really annoying. Resident Evil Village is down to $30 or 30 pounds, which is like $35 to $40. Yeah, that's not surprising. I know it's supposed to get DLC. I just don't know anything about that DLC.
A camera.
And that's kind of what concerns me, because, I mean, I beat Ethan Must Die. I beat 21 Survival Plus. I've beaten all the other... Is he drunk? What is he doing? Why is he... Is this a glitch, or is this supposed to happen? What is he doing? I think he might be drunk. Oh yeah, he's definitely drunk. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I was about to say, why the hell were you sliding and licking the floor? I mean, it's not going to keep you alive, but I guess it kept you alive an extra minute because I was so confused. This game does have some pretty hilarious glitches. Oh, so the controls are going to be like the GTA 5 ones. Okay. Got nothing against that. I definitely enjoy myself GTA 5, at least I did back in the day. I haven't touched it in a while, though. Now that you don't actually have to log in to get your free $1 million and you just get it off the PSN store, never really have a reason to go back to it. And even though I've been saying for months that I would, and because me and Lizard Guy had talked about going for all the heists and stuff because he's got an insane account. So how was your guys' week? I would love to hear. 'Cause my week was pretty boring. And only had to deal with harassment and targeting and stuff at work on Monday. So that's an improvement. Only one day instead of like 4 times the other weeks. Like I've said though, I will discuss that more in the future. I don't want to say too much about it yet, just in case something does come of all of that. And I could have a chance at getting, you know, a settlement of some kind. So I will tell you guys the full story in the future. The Uncharted movie trailer. I have not. I still remember that really, really good, like, not necessarily fan-made, but that, like, 15, 20-minute short movie.
Mierda.
Short film, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that was so good. The one that came out, like, 4 years ago or something. That one was so freaking good. Another 2-year-old game got a DLC pack. Of course it did. Because Sony is... Sony. Got the platinum for Maneater and only had the game crash once. If you're talking about on the PS4 version... Well, I would say that's surprising, but I'm starting to think my issues are more due to my PS4 being, like, old and dying than games these days. So that might not be surprising. But I definitely ran into a good number of technical issues with that game. Not just the game crashing, but it lagged, like, a lot. You were in such a terrible spot. Like, move your head, like, 2 inches to the right. Come on. Yeah, Horizon Chase Turbo. Wasn't that, like, a Plus game at some point? I feel like it was, because I feel like I remember the name of that. Yeah, that's yet another example of an old game getting DLC trophies that didn't need to get DLC trophies. Whoa! Okay. He was just walking along. I didn't even know he was there. If I was on Twitch, I would tell someone to clip that. I didn't even know he was there. It was just standing there minding his own business, and it's like, I just jumped down not knowing anyone's there. It's like, oh, nope, he's dead. I do love, though, that you get all of these takedowns and stuff from the beginning in this game. And it actually does kind of make sense given the story of the game. Because Danny is an actual soldier, effectively. Someone who had significant combat training. Whereas, you know... Well, Far Cry 2 didn't really have stealth at all. But you were playing as a mercenary. Far Cry 3, you were some random stupid college kid. Far Cry 4, you were a random civilian. Far Cry 5, you were a police officer. But I think this is the first time since the original Far Cry that we're playing as a soldier. So the takedowns being unlocked from the beginning actually do make sense. So I gotta say, I like that. I mean, I'm sure that that's not the reason they did it. I'm sure they did it just to increase the chaos in the game, but who knows. Oh yeah, I remember that. I mean, when we got Detroit, that was a shut up alarm moment. Detroit, I love Detroit. That's a fantastic game. Sure, it's got its issues. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, because it does. But I mean, it's definitely the best thing to come out of Quantic Dreams. Especially with the whole flowchart system. You actually had replayability and, you know, had a lot of stuff you could do with it. There are crazy people out there that have tried to, like, 100% the flowchart. It's like, no thank you. That's gonna take a little too much time and effort for me. Okay, so these things just, like, not gonna explode. Oh, and guys, I figured out a good platinum we can do for a future stream.
Okay.
Someone out there, I don't know who, but somebody out in this sick, twisted world decided to create a game on PS4 for Peppa Pig. Now, I had heard about it a few weeks ago, but Ghost sent me a message. Actually, I think I sent it to the group earlier, and it's like, what the hell is this? It's Peppa Pig, the video game. I think that's the kind of game where anyone will agree you need to have some kind of substance in your body to be able to tolerate. Because honestly, that Paw Patrol game could have been worse. Compared to some of the shit I play on this channel, the Paw Patrol game could have been worse. The DLC is to honor a racing legend. Who's it honoring? Curious then, because I know I'm a bit of a racing fan, so... Formula 1 especially. It's £3.49. That's like either $4 or $5 US. But yeah, eventually I will be playing that Peppa Pig game and live streaming the entirety of the Platinum Journey. That's one I'm definitely going to need alcohol in me for. And probably a lot of it. How is this thing not exploded yet? Okay, well that's realistic.
This feels good. Like therapy.
They made Hotel Transylvania and Paw Patrol. Well, honestly, like I said, the Paw Patrol, the second Paw Patrol game, could have been a lot worse. I have certainly played worse. Hey, Galaxy Bear. Hotel Transylvania, I still don't understand why they decided to make it a Pikmin clone. That makes no sense to me. Yep, well, it might be 600. It depends on how long it takes us to get through ACM. If we get through that relatively fast, then that other game might be 600. If not, 666 would be literally the most fitting. It would be one of the most fitting games possible. Well, not the most, but definitely fitting. I'm excited for you guys to see me play that game. And I'm also not excited to play said game. I'm not talking about Aliens, actually. Oh, it's for Senna. Okay. That's cool, then. I mean, he's one of the greatest. He's absolutely one of the greatest. I mean, he was the greatest until Michael eclipsed him, and then... Now I'm sad to say I think Hamilton's gonna beat Michael. And I hate to see it. Never really thought I'd see it, honestly. Never thought I'd see anyone best him. I think Hamilton's gonna do it within the next year or two. He may not pull it off this year, though. There's not a lot of races left. He might not pull it off this year. He might end up a little short in the championship. So it might not be until next year. I'm sure that my UK and other European viewers probably know more what I'm talking about than my American viewers. But I grew up a Formula 1 fan. Which is ironic given that I grew up in the Deep South. Well, not quite the Deep South, but the South. Where we got NASCAR. Where all we're gonna be doing is a turn into the left. And don't forget, if you're in Alabama or Mississippi, you spend a little personal time with your cousins. We're just gonna say that. Infer that as you will. We're civilized in South Carolina. We don't do that shit. I'm sure some people do, but whatever. I mean, that's what they did with Conan. Okay, so... Oh, I'm supposed to destroy these crates, too. God, I didn't even realize that.
That was for you, Talia.
I didn't even realize that. One more. Yeah, I mean, maybe just to bring people back. I don't know. It's just, it seems kind of dumb. I hate when games do that. I mean, Goosebumps is still the one that I truly can't comprehend the reasoning for.
So is the money she stole from it.
Because let's be honest here, that one truly just makes absolutely zero sense.
I'll stick to it.
Like, I mean, at least with Conan, the game has been getting updates for all these years. Even though you didn't have trophies, it's at least been getting updates.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Oh.
Die. So yeah, at least that one has been getting updates, so it made the slightest amount of sense that it might get trophies. I still don't agree with it, and I still don't fully understand it, aside from the fact to suck trophy hunters back in and make them pay $20 for a game that was not very well liked. And I'm pretty sure you can still use the admin panel in the DLC to finish it in an hour or two. Just the fact you gotta re-download that 200 gigabyte game, because it's literally gonna be bigger than any other game on my hard drive, since I deleted Modern Warfare 2019 a while back to make room. Had to make room for this, actually. Even though Far Cry 6 isn't huge. I think this one's only like 50 gigs or something. Oh, great. Okay, Guapo, you deal with him. I'm trying to level up all my followers. Gotta be poor and stupid for NASCAR. I'm just not poor enough or stupid enough for NASCAR. It's so sad. Does this count? Oh, that did nothing. Alright, Guapo, I'm coming, buddy. Okay, so you can still use admin panel. That's good, it's just stupid. It should have never put that in the game in the first place. And I mean, they made the game free on PS Plus, so of course everyone was gonna download it at some point for an easy platinum. I feel like they knew what they were doing. Unfortunately, they knew how to sucker us in. But I mean, even with that, like I said, at the very least, they've been releasing DLC for the game all this time. So, in some sick, weird, twisted way, maybe it made sense to add trophies. But I cannot, for the life of me, understand the Goosebumps DLC. Like, that is just so bizarre. That is so far out of left field. I just can't comprehend that. And actually, speaking of other DLCs I can't comprehend, Fallout 76. Why did the Steel Rain DLC get trophies, but not Steel Dawn? I can't understand that at all. Steel Dawn, I think, had more content, and it didn't get trophies. And I mean, that's been the weird thing about 76, is that 76 has had, you know, like 10 major updates, 9 or 10 at this point, and only 2 of them have had trophies. Wastelanders made sense because it was a complete and total overhaul of the entirety of the game. So that one made sense. That was expected. But Steel Rain? And not Steel Dawn or Brewing or Sheep Squatch or literally any other DLCs that game has released? I don't understand the decision making. And on that note, speaking of that, games like Goosebumps and Conan get DLC, but is Minecraft just done with DLC trophies? Because they released an update this past week. Like, Minecraft just released an update. And there were no trophies added. Unless that wasn't the major update they were talking about. I guess that's possible. I just don't know. I don't understand the thought process behind all this stuff anymore. Oh. Well, I see a truck we can blow up. This is taking so long. Less is more. Less is better. If it's less of Fallout 76, that's probably true. Even though Fallout 76 is actually fairly decent now. I'm not going to call it good, but I'm not going to call it bad either. Hell of a lot better than it was when it released, I'll say that. Oh yeah, Dead by Daylight keeps getting new DLCs with every character. But, like, the thing with that game, isn't, like, every one of the DLCs, like, 50 hours? And there's, like, 20 DLCs? Hey, that's a little extensive. Elder Scrolls Online isn't quite that bad, I don't think. Oh, okay, so the big updates haven't come yet. Okay, so it's getting... If those are big updates, then Minecraft's getting 2 more DLCs with trophies, presumably. Which I don't really mind anymore because of that whole realm that you can play and just go in. Like, just log into the realm and knock out all the trophies in like 5 minutes. So Minecraft isn't really a problem anymore. And then, like, Terraria got another DLC after all these years, but Terraria kind of made sense because it was the ending of the game, pretty much. The ending of its console versions. So it was a send-off, and a fairly substantial one, so at least that one made sense. Alright, we need one more truck or one more billboard. I mean, I guess the thing with Minecraft is... Shut up, alarm. How much longer are they gonna release or gonna release DLCs on the PS4? And speaking of that, when are we ever gonna get a PS5 version? Well, you know... Now that I think about it... Aren't they, like... owned by Microsoft? Because if that's the case, then we may not get a PS5 version. Because they're like owned by Microsoft or something. Or Microsoft has some larger degree of control over them than Sony does. So, it's possible we may not get a PS5 version. So eventually the PS4 version will be done. And I'm not sure I'm gonna do a PS5 version of it, just because ever since the Bedrock update, I just have not found the game enjoyable or hardly even playable. Maybe it's gotten better, but honestly, don't really have anything good to say ever since we had that update. Okay, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. We need one more billboard or one more truck. And also, how did we start this one out at 15%? I don't understand that. Must have destroyed something earlier. Yeah, like, I don't know. We may not get a PS5 version. We'll have to see. I'm not going to be against it. Unless there is that whole realm thing. Okay, is that even going to hit this? Oh, it is.
Going to get the message now.
Good. Okay, that quest was easy, but it took forever.
Oh yeah. Took care of that propaganda.
I mean, my god, I had to run halfway across... Well, not halfway across the map, that's an exaggeration, but...
Just heard those coming.
Run all over this area of the map.
Anton statue at El Presidente Square.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Gonna topple a statue? Oh. We're going
It's as good as
into
gone,
Esperanza. I have not yet been in Esperanza at all. Yeah, I haven't even been here before. Okay. Should be interesting. I haven't even been here before. Yeah, the Far Cry 6 guide. Yep, I saw it too. I mean, let's be honest here. I can... When it comes to speed writing a guide, I can write a big guide in just a few days. If I'm really setting my mind to it. I just got enough other shit to deal with in real life right now. I'm gonna keep the guide that I wrote for now and probably just use all of it for a PS5 version someday. And I'll admit, he did do a good job with, like, the extra picture descriptions of a lot of stuff, even though I think that sometimes trophies are so self-explanatory, you really shouldn't need a real guide for some of them. You'll be shot down immediately and die. That seems very, very final. Yeah, sometimes I think that guides, and I've also been guilty of doing this, sometimes we put more detail than should ever be needed into certain trophies. I mean, there's literally only so many ways you can write a guide for kill your first enemy. There's only so many ways you can write a guide for run over 10 enemies. There's only so many ways you can write find one collectible. You know. Oh, that's not going to be easy, because I don't have an EMP. I've got a Supremo, though. Okay, well, clearly he can't drive. But I'm not going to be able to hijack that very easily. And I feel like it wants me to take that tank. But I also don't have an EMP.
Dahlia, I'm at the statue. Bullets aren't going to cut it. I'm gonna need to blow it up somehow.
Oh, checkpoint.
Get creative, Guerrilla.
See,
Wasn't this exact mission in Far Cry 5?
What was that?
got to be careful here.
Yeah, this exact mission was in Far Cry 5, except you could use a helicopter.
¿Qué coño? Find out what that over here.
Okay, we're gonna have to fight our way up. Not a big deal. Oh. I'm stupid. You wanna know why? Because I'm still using standard rounds in my light machine gun. Not because I attacked this head on, but because I have the wrong kind of ammo. Oh, no, don't do that. Whoa! Oh, they have traps. Okay, I was not prepared for that. Well, that did very little. Can we get some more explosives here? Oh, you know what? I forgot. I carry a rocket launcher now. Oh, that was easy. I mean, it seemed like it was going to be some big, difficult task. It really wasn't. That was pretty simple.
It's going to cost that bitch millions to get all that back.
I thought you'd be more happy.
Look, millions can't bring back what I lost. But that's okay because we're just getting fucking started.
That is true. There's quite a bit to go. I mean, we haven't done anything in Esperanza. At all.
Shit.
I mean, we really have not done anything here. I haven't even stepped foot in here until now. I'm gonna run for the jungle here, and we're gonna fast travel out. Because we're not very safe here yet. I haven't even taken out the... Well, you know what? I wonder if I can hit one of the anti-aircraft guns while I'm here. So that's a base. Treasure hunt up there. There's an aircraft gun here somewhere. If it's nearby, I might be able to take it down. If I can find it. That seems like it could be something. That's a truck. Let's go up this path. Don't mind me, the random person running up your little pathway. Oh, this looks interesting. Fort Esperanza. You know what? While we're here, I'm a little low on supplies, but it is an outpost. It is a major outpost. We take this. We have some space here. We actually have a place to drop into here. I mean, we can't necessarily drop in yet, but... Can I use the cannon? Dang it. Not like Battlefield 4, where you can actually use the cannons. Okay, so it looks like we got 2 cameras... No, 3 cameras and 2 alarms? And some kind of battery pack or security system, possibly?
Mierda, they're serious.
Okay, we got a sniper and a regular guy. 2 up here. Yeah, we can take an outpost here. That'd be a very nice foothold into this base, or into this area. Shut up, alarm. Bad alarm. Very bad alarm. So I think I told you guys last time, or in the last few streams, that I've started watching more Netflix. As my parents decided to install it on my TV here, so that whenever they're here and I'm at work, they have something to watch. And I'm sad because it means I now get hooked on things. I've watched now 2 episodes of Alice in Borderland. It's good, it's just not as addicting as Squid Games. And I've also started watching Schitt's Creek. I'm enjoying that a lot because
Anything I should look out for?
that is very reminiscent of the town I grew up in. Like, it's scarily accurate
If you find any of our people there, get them out.
to the town I grew up in. Which is both sad and hilarious at the same time. If you've seen the show, you know why that could be sad and hilarious at the same time. At the very least, the town I grew up in is very similar to that. I don't think the town I grew up in is that bad from the first, like, 4 episodes that I've watched, but, it definitely feels a little more familiar than I was expecting. Been really enjoying the game at 44%. Yeah, I'm close. I'm around that. I'm like between 40 and 50%. But I'm going to get a bunch quickly, like checkpoints and outposts and There's a few more story-related trophies. And then a bunch of collectibles. But collectibles are going to be one of the last things that gets done, just because you kind of have to have all of the anti-aircraft guns cleared. Like, you pretty much have to clear all the anti-aircraft guns first, so that you can travel a little more easily. Because then you can actually have a helicopter.
Aquí. I'll keep this.
Okay, there was an enemy here, but I don't know where he went. Got him. Just barely in time. And there's a trap right there, too. I can actually see it. I mean, that one's pretty obvious. It stands out pretty heavily against the green grass. Alright, so I need to knock out at least a couple of the alarms. Hey! Hosiu? Is that what that is? Josiu? Alright, we're inside. They're none the wiser. Ooh, ammo. Yes. I can hear a trap or something nearby. There's probably a security control center here. If I can find it. Is that it? Or is that an alarm? That's an alarm. Okay, let's knock out the alarm. This trophy list... it's pretty much exactly what I expected for a Far Cry game. It's very typical Far Cry. Like, if you platinumed other Far Cry games, you know the drill. Complete the main story, complete some side quests and other activities. You can't see the red dot.
Okay.
So yeah, just complete the main story, complete side activities, find some of the collectibles. You do have to find a fair portion of the collectibles in this game. More than some of the others.
Hey, help me out.
Seriously, do I have to shoot this? I do.
You saved my life.
Alright, so... Note. Gasoline. Paint. Oh, it's gasoline. And it looks like a paint, but... Anyway. That looks like a security control center or an intel box that way. So let's head over there. But yeah, I mean, it's very typical Far Cry. If you platinumed any of the modern Far Cry games, then this game is exactly what to expect. It's no different from any of the others. And, I mean, I wasn't expecting them to do anything crazy, anything particularly new or innovative. And I mean, like I said, it was a pretty basic list for Far Cry. Something I'm very much used to at this point. Because I've done all of them. I mean, I've platinumed and 100%ed every Far Cry game at this point. With the exception of, obviously, this one. Which I'll have done eventually. And then the PS5 version of this one. Which I will do someday, if I ever obtain a PS5. I think I've been meaning to take a shot, so let me do that. Hey, Benny boy. Back at it again with the 2 a.m. streams. 2 a.m. for you? So is that... Yeah, that's UK. So it's only 9 p.m. here. My night's just getting started. Not like it's going to go anywhere because I'm spending my Friday nights playing Far Cry 6 and live streaming. Which, don't get me wrong, I love. Absolutely love doing. I love that I'm finally getting more back to streaming. Because there was that, you know, month or two there where I just really didn't get the chance to. I was too busy with boosting games. But a lot of the big boosts are done, which I'm really happy about. Okay, all the alarms and stuff are down, so there's literally no threat left. So we can just kill everything. It is UK. Nice, nice.
What's that?
This is actually a fairly big base. Like, there's a lot of rooms and stuff here. I guess it makes sense. It's one of the endgame areas. I mean, I shut down... Ooh, what kind of foods are in this world, though? Food. We got frijoles. I guess that's some kind of spicy chip or cheese puff. Galeta. I think that means dessert of some kind. Different flavor of frijoles. That looks like a... I don't know, is that a lime flavor or something? Chips. Just chips. Plantain chips. Not a ton of variety. I like to look at just little things like that, though. You never know what you might find. Some games do a good job with it. Yep. I saw that. There's no auto pop, which is fine by me. I've enjoyed the game, so I'm not complaining about that. It'll be a bit of a time sink, but I'll be auto-popping a number of other easy platinums someday if I ever get a PS5. Because I can auto-pop Spider-Man, I can auto-pop Miles Morales, I can auto-pop No Man's Sky. I can auto-pop Destiny 2. Probably a few others. Of course, that all comes down to me ever actually managing to get one. I know so few people that have managed to do so. I've come within striking distance of it. Alright, that might be a level up. Lots of gasoline, lots of recruits, excellent. Now, I need to mess with this gun a little bit. First of all, standard rounds are unacceptable. Oh, I kind of want that. Do I want armor piercing? Oh, well, I'd rather have soft target rounds, actually. I mean, honestly, I think armor piercing might about be the best option in much of this game. In all honesty, I don't really think there's anything better. Why not? Got the points for it. What have we got in mods, though? What can I put in here? Ooh. Okay. I like that. No. Not putting a suppressor on it. Body shot damage? Oh, hell yeah. Sure. I will take that. Paid for a stock tracker app. I don't know if we have that over here. We do have people that track stock on, like, Twitter and stuff. And that's what I'm currently banking on. And it's accurate. Like, it's very accurate. It's just, we get taken over by bots and stuff. So it's just never really it's just hard to do anything because the bots always buy up all of them instantly. And in some places, they only ever have the digital version. And I don't want the digital PS5, personally. I probably could have gotten a digital PS5 by this point. But I just don't really want one, you know? I want the disc version. Because I like disc versions. Or I like getting the discs. Okay, so that means there's 3 more anti-aircraft guns in the game.
Cocodrilo. Shit.
And 2 of them are here.
Hey!
I think. Alright, guys. That was a good job there. There's a checkpoint down there. We'll deal with that later. Where do we want to go next? Okay, so that's our next main quest. So we'll mark that. Can I travel right there? I can. Excellent. Let's go. Yeah, I just follow people on Twitter that keep track of all the restocks and stuff. And they're accurate, just can't do it fast enough. And I've come close a couple of times. I've come close with Target, and I've come close with Best Buy. I need to get some poison kills so I can work on that trophy, because there is a trophy for that. I feel like we haven't made that much progress tonight. Well, we have only been going for less than an hour. Because I got started late. Weren't you just cleaning the statue?
Maximus Matanzas is...
Oh god, is this gonna be the drug trip mission that's in literally every fucking Far Cry game since 3? I'm pretty sure that every Far Cry game since 3 has had some sort of drug or alcohol tripping mission. And it looks like this might be that one. Not that I'm surprised, I knew it was coming eventually, if it is, but... that was a throwing knife. Kill him, Guapo. You don't dare hurt my crocodile buddy. He will death roll you. You know, speaking of death roll, that reminds me. I don't know if you guys remember the old shut up alarm. Well, I hope you guys remember that as well. But the old Waffle Pone channel. One of the, like, OG channels. The original Greatest Freakout channels. They have, like, come back in the last couple months with a vengeance. Like, 3-time-a-week live streams, and they've been doing more videos and stuff. It's crazy, because these are guys that, like, it's just weird to see them grown up and stuff, and Steven has a kid now. Oh, it's just kind of insane to look at. It's good to see him back, though. And honestly, they're making a pretty damn convincing case for it to be real. Ooh, a unique rocket launcher. I did not want to pet the croc, but I will pet the croc. Because the croc like me.
Nice boy.
UI is better on the PS4. Yeah, it's weird when you occasionally see these, like, old, semi-dead channels come back and do something.
No mames, güey. Allergies, that's all. Nice.
It was good to see them
What'd you
come
get?
back.
Never mind.
I mean, they're the ones that inspired all of the, like, Freak Out channels, McJuggernuggets, Violet First, Daddy05, all of them.
Genius. Let's do this. Priorities way.
No, this is fitting. Oh yeah, no folders. That's really weird. But yeah, if there's one channel I really want to see come back, like another channel that I want to see come back.
I'm feeling it. Definitely.
Yeah, you should be. It looked like you chug an entire bottle of, like, something. Oh, yep, this is our drug or alcohol trip mission. It definitely is. Let's see what kind of weirdness happens this time. Do you guys remember a channel called Life and Level? Very early days of YouTube. They didn't have a whole lot of subscribers, at least they don't in the modern day. But they were crazy. Like, they did challenges. They do gaming challenges, 2 guys against one another up in Canada. And the challenges would always have some terrible thing involved. Like having to crawl across mouse traps in order to get to a controller, or being tased or something, or shot collared or something like that. And then the loser would always have some horrifically terrible punishment.
Way ahead of you.
Like, there was one where the loser had to eat an omelet with the winner's baby reject in it.
Yes. Good beat.
I guess you could say it that way. Oh yeah, he jizzed in it and he had to eat it. There's another one where he had to eat a urinal cake. You know, those things you find inside of the urinal. And another one where he had to... They both had to get kicked in the balls as hard as possible. It's just... Those are throwbacks, man. Just thinking back to the old channels.
Party time. Come on, you little.
And that channel's been dead for almost 10 years, so... it ain't coming back.
Pizza don't dance away.
The fuck? Fuck you. Everybody dances.
How did you sober up that quickly is my question. Because that doesn't happen that way. I'm a damn near professional drinker at this point.
Hey, got a request? See, can you play this? It will really cheer up my friend.
Let's see if I can remember any other of the classic channels. Ryan Higa. I think his main channel quit. Hi, Kieran. That's a very odd name.
I'm fucking dancing!
I feel like YouTube probably doesn't want to see that.
Come drink with me!
Yeah, Ryan Higa, I don't think he does anything anymore. It's just weird thinking back to the channels that built YouTube and seeing how they're gone now. My day is going quite well. Well, thankfully I haven't gotten that drunk in a good long amount of time.
Don't leave me alone out here.
I very rarely get sick from alcohol anymore. Well, it's not like it was ever a common thing in the first place, but it was never really a common thing, but it almost never happens.
Where are you, man?
Danny!
I don't know the last time I did.
Bicho. Come mierda.
It was back when I was in the apartment. I don't remember what it was, though. It was probably, in all honesty, it was probably a time where I ate too much food, and it just...
Is that a cow?
So there was so much food that it didn't sit well with the alcohol, and I did it maybe just to clear my body out or something. Who knows?
Lots of kisses.
Stay where you are. I'll come find you.
How are you sobering up this fast? There is no freaking way you were sobering up that quickly.
Coño es eso?
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Oh man, Kieran, you missed the discussion. We were talking about that earlier. Oh, a rooster. It's one of our collectibles. Yeah, man, we were talking about that earlier. I will live stream that at some point in the future. I don't know exactly when, but at some point it will happen. That should make for a fun Platinum Trophy stream. Sometimes playing those terrible kids games on stream is fun. Okay, where is this mythical cow?
Shit! Bicho!
Oh, this is gonna end badly. I don't like this. This seems bad. This seems like possible death. Ew, what do you want me to do about the giant rampaging cow?
Danny, you get that?
Oh, he's taking a piss. Of course he is. Oh, well, Guapo's dealing with it for us. Oh, Guapo killed it. Good boy, Guapo. That's steaks for a year.
Hey, how do you become a guerrilla?
I mean, that's literally every cut of steak you could want for a full year.
For libertad.
So thank you, Guapo. You just saved me, like,
Yeah.
probably hundreds of dollars.
Get up at like 4 in the
Because the
morning.
price of everything is going up recently.
What?
That good old inflation. And people, they're not wanting to work.
Shaves your ass and spanks you.
And to be honest, I think that the company I work for now should have been a little bit better when it comes to salary.
No way.
Because certain fast food restaurants and certain other easy, low-skill jobs
Since when did you want
pay
to
the
be
same
a
amount.
guerrilla?
And I probably wouldn't have to deal with a hostile work environment.
Oh yeah.
Or at the very least, if I did, it would be for far less effort put into it.
Danny.
But again, I'll talk about that some other point.
Get
Now it's
I already did paint this one.
just like me.
Well, I was... Wait, what? Excuse me? That better be a joke. I'm not gonna do this
every single
800 times.
Really?
It better be a joke.
Do.
like at least 100.
Okay, good. I was about to say, I didn't think it would be, but you never
I
know.
need to hear their voices. I need Maximus Matanzas right now.
Except that my character is, like, not drunk. Like, at all.
Bicho, my
Like, he's
little
walking around
chalupa.
completely normal.
I think it's time for some real guerrilla shit. Follow me.
I think my in-game character needs alcohol. I probably don't need it anymore, but my in-game character does. MFPP. Oh, yeah, well, if anyone said it's Game of the Year, then they're probably wrong. Especially when you got shit like Ratchet and Clank out there. And apparently Metroid Dread is really good. And we got a Mario Party coming out. And I personally enjoyed Far Cry 6. Some people don't. Obviously, the games are not the most well-loved in the world. Okay, so we need to come in here.
Broadcast that shit, bicho. Let's make
Well, that's
Segunda
up a
fucking
floor,
dance.
so... Are we not just... This seems like a pretty official office here, like... Can't we do stuff from... Oh, okay, got tour notes.
I'm going to...
Thankfully, we don't have to find all those collectibles. I mean, it wouldn't be hard with a guide.
Hang on.
There's a password.
What are we gonna do in here?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You'd be surprised at how often that probably does work, because I use the same well, at work I use the same password for everything, for all different websites. At home I don't. I've got maybe like 5 different passwords. Alright, you headed out. Thanks for stopping by. So, does the game just want me to start shooting this place up? Yes, it does.
Radio Libertad's revenge! Fuck you, Maria! Oh no, oh no.
Throw some fire. This seems like a very poor idea.
We are alive!
Danny, would you keep it the fuck down?
Boom!
I am trying.
Well, I'm kind of doing what you wanted me to do, right? Shoot the place up and catch it on fire? Let's not waste ammo on our good gun for the inevitable combat that comes after this shut-up alarm.
Listen to that. Glorious. Talia.
We should go!
I think I'm done with this town.
Yeah, I think we should go as well. This is probably not particularly safe. Let's get out of here. Now we're gonna get a Castillo interlude.
It's
Nope.
not fair, man.
You're right. It isn't. What is it?
You. I mean you. Look at you. Look at you. You want to do something, you go out there and do it. People see me, they think, fuck up. They see you, and it's, wow, the god of Yara.
That is not what people see.
Bullshit, it is.
No,
I think there are a
Yes,
few
it
people who
is.
think that.
that's it. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because you're a badass.
You know,
That is true.
before Libertad, I had 2 best friends. Just like you. Lito used to joke we were nothing but numbers to the rest of Yara. I was lucky orphan 13 at Esperanza School for the Lost. Then, Cadet 2683. And after that, Drafty 0418 to rebuild Castillo's paradise. When Lita died, she called me the lucky one. Like an idiot, I thought. Still just a number, Danny. And nobody. But I wasn't listening. She knew I still had a chance to be who I wanted to be. She was telling me not to waste it. To act. People see what they want to see. Not a number, not a fucking gun. I'm a guerrilla. It's like you. I use this. And you use that, huh?
But I could be a cool fucking gun, too.
Not a bad scene, actually. Not bad. Certainly seen worse in games.
Danny, how are you holding up?
Let's see.
Probably very hungover.
Just a crying mess.
Oh no, apparently not.
Fucking gay.
Apparently you can communicate just fine, so you're probably not hungover.
Maximus Matanzas is too far gone.
I'm going to head back to camp. Dr. Talia. Don't give up on
Maximus
them.
Matanzas is too far
You
gone.
go, Danny.
How are they too far gone? Haven't we been working to recruit them for the last however long I've been playing this section of the story? Oh, we got a supply crate. Oh, we got a race here that I haven't done before. Why is this thing doing that? Collect the Libertad crate. Dark Tech Pants. I have not done this race before, I don't believe. So let's see. Maybe I have, but we will see here in a second. Aw, Guapo just crawled over the wall. Or the fence. Because he's the cutest of cute Croco. Oh, I think I have done this one, actually. Or have I? Actually, I don't know if I have done this one. I can't remember. There's only 12 of them, but the game doesn't tell you which ones you've already done. Unless there's something I'm missing. I feel like I've done this one, but again, like, they all kind of run together, so I guess we'll see here. I'm pretty sure I've done this one, though. I mean, even if I have, I at least get pesos for it, and I can use that to buy stuff. So it's not like it's a loss. It's a win overall. Even if I waste a bit of my time doing a race that I've already done. And by the way, guys, I've knocked out the Special Operations trophies. They're a little on the annoying side, but they're not too difficult. Once you get the parkour outfit, it makes the stuff a lot easier. This allows you to run a lot faster. Maybe I haven't done this one. Guess we'll figure it out in a minute. Oh, this thing is not the easiest to control. At least we get the pesos, like I said. We can use those to get some new gear. I mean, I wouldn't mind true 100%ing this game outside of maybe the Yarn stories, because there's so many of them. And I just don't really have the time or patience to go for them if it's not trophy related, you know. It's not like in Far Cry 2 where you had to find every single thing that was in the game. Well, even, I say that, but that's not true, because Far Cry 2, you didn't have to do everything. You only had to complete one buddy side quest of the 20. Minus any you had to complete to fix glitches in the game. So in reality, you could skip about 19 of the side missions. You couldn't skip anything else, though. So you pretty much had to do everything in that game except for about 19 of the side missions. You had to find every collectible, you had to beat the main story. Okay, yeah, actually I have done this one. Crap. That was, well, I'll make money, so it's okay. I specifically remember doing this one last night, actually. Hey, Invisible! God, what is it, like, probably 4 a.m. over there right now? Pretty sure I did this one already. Yep, I did. Okay. That's what I thought. Oh, well. Got some money. Can't complain. Money is money. And money in this game is good because it means buying more things. Okay, we're probably getting near the end of the main story for this region. There's still a whole nother region after this, but we're probably getting pretty near the end for this particular region. 4:36 a.m. Yeah, that's either very early or very late for me. I haven't been up till even 3 a.m. since probably high school. I think maybe one time I was up about that late in college. Like one party night or something. I was never quite that degree of a late owl, though. Night owl, I mean. Especially nowadays, I'm definitely a earlier waker. And there are definitely times where I wish it was the other way around, but being an early waker isn't the worst thing in the world. Get your day started early, get your day ended a little bit earlier so you can come home and relax a little bit earlier.
You good?
Alright, what's going on at camp? I did finish everything here, right? I did. Okay, just want to make sure. Bandito Barracks. The other place is done. I've gotten all that stuff. You know what? Let's buy the rest of the advanced gear. Why not? Advanced gear is done. Why not buy one of those? Is there anything that isn't horribly overpriced? It's not terrible. Yeah, we can buy that and that. And we'll make more money, so it's okay. We got Bandito operations going. Making money is fun in this game, because you can actually 100% everything and buy everything. And that's kind of fun. Got all this different clothing, though I'd still have to go retrieve a bunch of vehicles, I think. Okay, we got 2 operations to do. Okay, that's easy choice. Fully active from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Sleep from 6 to noon or 3 p.m. I just can't really sleep during the day, honestly. I really can't. I don't know why, I just really can't. I've never really been able to nap either, so I guess that's part of it. Who knows? Alright, easy Bandito operation there. Got some gasoline. Easy enough. So what do we got here? 3 different 95s. I'll take the 1 person lost. That's not a big deal. We can take that. Run forward is guaranteed success, and it gets us pesos. Lost up to 6. Ugh, is that a... You know what? Do it. Why not? It's a video game. We got 5 people left. That's enough for whatever is needed, right? Ooh, we could fail. Oh, we didn't. Good. Knowing my luck, a 95% chance would be a fail. Well, we lost a good number of people. So I don't think there's a whole lot of different operations in this game, honestly. It doesn't look like there are because they do kind of repeat a little bit. Oh, there we go. You know what? Send him. Why not? Might as well. Possibly get some rewards. It's Guapo de Croco. Oh, we got some decent rewards out of that. So, what's our next objective? I want to say we're getting near the end of the main story for this region, though. We should be able to knock it out tonight. I don't think this is the last one, though. I think there's at least one more.
Let's fuck up Marques's show.
Can't sleep until you're literally exhausted.
Nice looking croc.
Honestly, I can sleep more easily than that now. And I almost fell asleep at work every day this week, but that was probably more due to the side effects of my medications than anything. Xanax makes you sleepy. Actually, so does sertraline, and Buspirone might do it as well. But definitely the Xanax, and possibly the other 2. I was honestly kind of hoping I'd get caught falling asleep so I could proposition legal action for violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act for retaliating against me for being sleepy. I sound like a terrible person saying that, but again, I'll go more into that in the future once everything is settled and whatnot. Once it's going to be a while till I know what exactly is going to happen. Can't go too much into it. Just don't want to take any risks with possible wins.
Hola, Reporter Benavides.
Because I'm sure my employer would pay me, like,
This is my
some number of thousands of dollars just to shut the hell up about everything and not blab it to followers on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and such. Not to blab my treatment that it, of all... I don't know where I'm going with that. Again, I'll talk more about that in a few months, hopefully. When it does happen, you guys will know. Company's pretty screwed up, though, I found out today. My fellow new hire that I've become actually pretty decent friends with. I mean, she's got a kid, and she desperately had to leave early today because her daughter was really sick. And the company... This was actually not on the supervisor this time. This was on company policy. So I don't blame the supervisor for once. Even though I'm sure that the supervisor would not allow me to do the same thing if I had asked. And in the same situation. But again, story for another day. If you have to leave work for a family emergency of any kind, like your child being sick, or someone dying, or whatnot, you can do it, but it counts as an unexcused absence. And if you get too many of them in a certain time period, you get reprimanded. I'm surprised I survived that. So yeah, my company is a fucking amazing place to work. If your kid is dying in the hospital and you skip work to go be with them, you get an unexcused absence. And too many of them, you get reprimanded or fired. Yeah, great design in a time when we're in a severe labor shortage, right?
Take our stuff so we don't get shot.
That's just a great company design while we're in the middle of a labor shortage, right?
Silvio Balboa Garden.
That's certainly going to convince people to work for you.
Can we move this along? Maria's waiting.
Oh yeah, Invisible. I mean, I fell asleep in class a number of times in college. I didn't realize it until later that it was side effects of medications, because it happened a little bit in high school as well.
Learn about Viviro, the Castillo administration's pride.
Listen to Maria's propaganda bullshit.
Today, I am honored and excited.
So yeah, it did happen even in high school, but especially in college. I passed out in classes sometimes from having to sit still for 2 hours straight. I just, can't do it. It will make me fall asleep. Even if I can move around, it might make me fall asleep. Because it shuts down parts of the brain or something. I don't know what it does, but it does something to parts of the brain. And makes you have to sleep. Your brain needs it.
Witness a breakthrough of innovation, generosity, and true Yaren spirit. Follow me.
Also, on that note, with needing medications to deal with things, Mr. Bowman from my high school, if for whatever strange-ass reason you're watching this, please go fuck yourself up the ass with a 50-inch dildo for doubting that I had any illnesses. But I've talked about that as well, and I don't feel like getting into that again tonight. I don't want to be on my soapbox tonight. Long story.
He found a compound that actually slows cancer cell division, practically to a halt.
So you have to wonder with stuff like this. Obviously, it's probably propaganda. But what if it's not?
Viviro is exciting, isn't it?
Because we don't know what's going on in some of these shut-off authoritarian countries. Whether it be Cuba or North Korea, those are the main two right now. We don't necessarily know what's going on in these countries.
President Anton commissioned Yara's best minds to work with Dr.
So it makes you wonder, could any of them actually have something like this going? It's not likely, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible that they might have developed something in their complete total isolation. Because, I mean, we don't go into those countries. I've never been to Cuba or North Korea. I have no intention to. But we don't know what's really going on there. You honestly never know. I guess it's kind of an interesting thought to have is, is there something going on like this? Is there some kind of incredible health cure that's been invented, but the world doesn't know about it because it's such a shut-off country? Honestly, it's a fair question to ask. It's unlikely, obviously, but it's not impossible. Got busted sleeping in class and snoring. Never got it that bad. Whenever I pass out from medication side effects, I wake up within like 5 seconds. So can't snore anything.
Only want to profit from cancer, from death. They see us as a threat, so they try to ruin us.
And she's not wrong on this stuff. Cancer company, not cancer companies. The drug companies probably realize that there are cures to cancers. But they're gonna do whatever it takes to hide them, no matter how much money it takes to hide them. Because if they don't, they lose out on billions every year in money for anti-cancer drugs or other treatments and stuff. So it makes you wonder, It's really worth wondering. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not.
Dr. Reyes thinks Yarantine is why our cigars are so smooth.
Man, just sleep in the front row?
Delicious and beneficial, no? I smoke one cigar a week and it keeps me
If I'm gonna sleep in class, I'm not gonna do it in the front row, man. I'll do it in the back row, but I won't do it in the front row. I never sat front row in any of my college classes. I don't even remember high school well enough.
For a surprise guest.
There are rumors that farmers exposed to PG-240 are actually developing cancer from it.
Rumors spread by fools and believed by idiots. It's not true.
Uh-huh. Right.
Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Again, like I've said, we're not in these countries. We don't know. There might be the slightest bit of truth to this kind of stuff. You never know. I mean, supposedly North Korea has some kind of, anti-cancer or anti-something drug that's 100% successful. Though obviously in North Korea you aren't allowed to deny the chance at treatment and they can manipulate statistics. But you have to wonder, in these hermit countries, what's actually going on? Could one rare good thing actually be happening? You never know. This world stage is a strange place.
And this ends our tour. But before we go, a surprise. Meet Dr. Edgar Reyes, the pioneer behind the Viviro.
Oh, do I get to execute him?
For making an appearance.
That seems like what this game would make me want to do.
Showroom and some of our finest Yaren rum. This is a
Rum! Actually, no, fuck that. I hate rum. Rum is disgusting.
Vaginal suppositories. It is
Pro team versus pro solo.
sneak peek.
In general, pro solo. In general. Sometimes being in a team does help, but usually pro solo. Like 9 out of 10 times I'll be solo.
Dr. Reyes, we don't want to be late.
Neither do we. Let's get in there. I told Bicho to leave our weapons back here.
Because then there's no dealing with other people that don't know what the hell they're doing, or don't care, or whatever, or are assholes. If you're working solo, you don't have to deal with that.
Take it as it comes. We got this. Stay on your toes.
Okay, what even are we doing? Are we just confronting the propaganda machine, or are we actually doing something productive? Because you do realize that if you kill a propaganda outlet, the other propaganda outlets are just going to come right back and use propaganda to say that you're a terrible person. I don't know if you're going to accomplish much on this. I'm going to give you credit for trying, I guess, but you're not necessarily going to accomplish anything. But hey, if it gets me closer to the end of the game, whatever. You know, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm enjoying this game. It's a fun game. Honestly, I think it's a pretty solid game overall. But it has its problems. For sure. Mostly in the fact that innovation is non-existent here. Because it's literally everything from previous Far Cry games. It doesn't really do anything new. This is probably not the best way to do this. Been forced to carry the whole package on your back for the sake of the team. It didn't really happen in college. I got very lucky that it didn't happen in college. But it happened quite a few times in middle and high school. And maybe like once in college ever. And honestly, I got carried a couple of times in college, so... Not because I didn't try, but because I just literally could not understand how to do the damn work. Chemistry class would be a good example of that. Because in chemistry, we had labs. So, like, once a week we go to the lab portion of the class. I could not understand it. I sucked at it. And I would have gotten a D in the class. Or come close, very close actually to failing it probably. But my lab group was so good that they pulled my ass through it and gave us a C or a B in the lab, which ended up being a C in the class. But more often than not, I was probably the one carrying people, especially in like high school. Sometimes with very attractive female classmates that never would have given me the time of day. Like, as weird as it sounds, when it comes to, like, math-based stuff, my brain's really weird with some of it in that I'm not necessarily good at some of the math, like, testing and stuff, but there's certain math stuff I can just, like, instantly do in my head. Not quite savant levels, but just levels that aren't necessarily normal. I don't know. Yeah, multiple times I carried very beautiful classmates and got nothing of it. Because they never would have given me the time of day. Bitches. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. Some of them were very nice. Even if I got nothing out of it. There'd be a feeling of belonging and a feeling of not being hated by everyone I knew at the time. I still need to do, like, just a full-blown story video of junior year of high school. And one of senior year. Senior year is more joyful and more humorous.
Are the terrorists dead?
Junior year was hell on earth and led to some extremely dark times.
Is it safe? I want an update now.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that at some point in the future. I don't know. We'll see. It could be for an interesting video. Jeez, are we finally done with this area? 4 times you had to carry the weight of 5 people. Oh, yeah, I mean, I've done it a couple of times. No doubt I've done it a couple of times.
Bitches, leave! Get shooting! True Yarens, welcome. We have a special program for you today. Maria Puta Marquesa, Minister of Culture, Uncle Anton's personal whore. You're also...
But what is executing her gonna do for your cause? I gotta wonder that.
People's brains to make sure they play nice, like you did to me.
If you murder her, what good is that really gonna do?
Put the gun down.
Like, that's not gonna build support for your revolution if you murder her on live TV when to many people she's done nothing wrong.
On my network. You have any idea the embarrassment I had to endure because of your disgusting performance? I have given everything I am to be here. You think you can take that away from me? My academy was built to save fake Yarens like you and that marimacho you spread your perversions with. And where is she? Does she not approve of you playing with guns?
Again, that's not gonna give you any points with the moderates in your country. It might help you with the handful that are revolutionaries, but it ain't gonna change the hearts and minds of the whole population. In fact, it might actually go the wrong way. That's not a smart idea. I mean, yeah, it's emotional and all, but you might not have helped your cause there.
Hello?
This is going to get me copyrighted, isn't it? I don't blame him. I do my best thinking drunk, so... Wait, you're gonna give the kid alcohol? That's a Father of the Year award right there. He's 13, dude. That's a bad idea.
Your mother is dead.
Okay, well that scene came out of absolutely fucking nowhere. Oh, wait a minute. So that woman that was like the announcer and shit, that was his mother and his lover. Oh, okay. Well, that makes it take a bit more of a turn. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. It's not that it's that big a deal, but... Okay, then. Well, that makes a little more sense for that scene, now that I think about it. Alright, then. So, we killed the kid's mother. Probably bastard mother, father, whatever the hell it's called. Okay, then. Nothing we can do here. Well, alright then. I don't know if that actually really mattered much to the story. But it was a thing. Because, of course it was. That wasn't the end of this region, though. There's still more in this region. And I don't know what's left here. What is left here, actually? We're gonna have to wait for a phone call? This is usually what you have to do.
Danny!
Yep, there it is.
And I don't know what she's going to do, and I think I'm having a heart attack.
Bicho, you're not having a heart attack.
How do you know? We need Paolo.
All your classmates were men.
Paolo's in Miami by now.
Not reading material. I don't know if I am either.
Danny, come find me.
We shall see.
Just west of the airport.
She lost a 1.5-year relationship to the girlfriend having an emotional affair with a gay guy.
I'm on my way.
So, I don't know what that says about me.
Clara, Maria Marquesa is dead.
Yeah, it's on the news everywhere. What happened?
It wasn't the plan. Fuck, I don't think there ever was a plan.
Look, you and Dahlia are at the top of Anton's shit list. Watch your back. A lot of people are counting on you, Danny. We got a chance here. Word
Well,
is
that always
Castillo has a
happens, so.
defection problem. Who knows? He might even surrender.
You're dreaming, Clara.
Fuck yeah, I am.
He ain't surrendering. He's still got a lot of military presence and a lot of control. Quite simply put, that's not grounds for surrender. I mean, he's still got this whole area, he's still got all of Esperanza, and he's still got the entirety of LS. I have not even touched LS outside of like 1 or 2 side missions there. There is an outpost out here somewhere that's supposed to be good for one of the trophies. We'll touch on it eventually, though. Well, she didn't leave him for a gay guy. She left me. We broke up because she was having what you call an emotional affair, which was something I knew nothing about before it. It's where you don't physically do anything, but mentally and emotionally, you put all of your energy into someone that isn't your significant other. And for her, it was a gay guy. Because she spent, between her 2 jobs, she spent like 70 hours a week probably with him. And in the during the last like 2 months of our time being together, she spent like maybe 4 hours a week with me at best. And half of that time would be spent talking about the other guy, Snapchatting the other guy, texting the other guy, stepping out to call the other guy, you know. I don't think it was physical attraction at all, because I do trust her with that, but it was definitely an emotional affair. But to be honest, I have actually found someone that I really like. That I met on Hinge a couple weeks ago, and things have been going really well. Surprisingly so, I was not expecting it. I will update you guys as things go. Someone that's a little bit older, a little more mature, a solid 9.5 on the looks. Yeah, if the other person was truly significant, you would stay with them. And I wish her all the best of luck. I'm not a vengeful person, usually. At least not in a situation like that, where it was becoming a bit mutual that it wasn't going to work. Now, I am vengeful against my current employer, but that, again, that's a different story for a future date. Promise you guys, I'll give you guys all the scoop on that in the future at some point. The airport. Is this going to be the mission where Willis is randomly introduced into the game for one mission like he has been the last 2 games? I hope it is, because it's kind of a story point at this time. It's something that we see in every game.
As we speak, Minister Marquesa lies in her grave, while her murderers run free.
Special forces.
I will not rest. My soldiers will not rest. All of Yara
Somehow he didn't hear that.
until they have
There's a lack of science in games because suppressors are not this quiet. They're not even remotely close to this quiet.
Place is growing de soldados. They must have been waiting for...
Suppressors reduce the sound of a firearm by about 20 decibels. They do not make it so-called silent. And it makes no sense why, of all things in the U.S.,
Paolo, what did you get yourself into?
you can obtain virtually any firearm in the U.S. if you have the... No, it's just as easy to obtain a machine gun as it is to obtain a suppressor. Which doesn't make a lot of sense. Suppressor should not be as difficult to obtain as this.
So back up now.
And remember, we have a constitutional Second Amendment right to own firearms. More so than any other country. So in my opinion, any law banning any sort of firearm is technically unconstitutional. But again, that's probably a story for another day. And I'm not really in the mood of politics tonight, so we're not going to talk about that. When I am in the mood for political discussion, I'm sure you guys will know. Not usually something I do in these videos unless I'm feeling it in the alcohol in a specific way. Gotta be in a very specific mood for it. I thought I shut off the alarm. Is there another one? Probably is another one, actually. I really don't think there's a better ammo caliber, though, than the armor piercing. Looking at it, because the armor piercing barely decreases your damage, but greatly increases the velocity, and does significantly more damage against armored enemies. So I really don't see any advantage of using other ammo types. Because the incendiary, yeah, it might catch enemies on fire, but it does, like, no damage. Same thing with explosive. Except that it explodes people, but still doesn't do a lot of damage. And the soft target makes sense
Need to find Paolo.
in the early game. I can understand the soft target in the early game.
Locked up tight.
Because in the early game, it actually is helpful, but not really in the later game when you're dealing with a lot of armored guys. Doesn't exist a significant other at all. I mean, I don't blame you for being perfectionist. Like, don't settle for people below you, in my opinion, but I'm willing to bet there's someone for everyone out there. Even if it's tough to find them, I think they probably exist. They might not necessarily be what you expect or what you consider ideal, but I think they probably exist for most people. Well, that was terrible. Oh, that was unacceptable. Why are you just sitting in here doing nothing? And also, you're not Willis, so I'm not particularly intrigued. But you know, I have to think, if Willis and Huntley, why did I say Huntley? If Willis and Herc are not in this game, and that helicopter is in a really weird spot, Wait, did I just shoot it down? Wow, someone doesn't know how to drive. Pilot. In my opinion, though, like, if Willis and Herc are not in this game, then it may not be canon. There's a possibility then that it's not canon.
I think you're here to see your dear friend Bembe. But we both
We'll have to see, though. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Because right now, it looks like 6 has retconned the ending of 5 and all of New Dawn out of existence.
No. This was one of life's rare surprises. Soldados were waiting for me, Rojas.
But 5 also had 2 other endings.
So that's when you sold him out.
I traded for my freedom.
You had the Leave Peacefully ending at the end of the game. The Forgiveness ending, as you might want to call it, which probably results in the deputy murdering all of his friends. Though it's also possible the National Guard eventually comes in and takes the place over.
I'd hurry, Rojas.
Because this game clearly mentions the virus. It clearly mentions... It makes it very clear that the world did not end in 2018 in nuclear war, as Far Cry 5 seemed to point to and New Dawn showed. As at this point in time, New Dawn is technically the latest game in the timeline, with the whole end of the world scenario in 2035. I don't know. Maybe the DLCs will clear things up a little bit because well, I don't know, because we're getting 3 DLCs. But one of them is the backstory of Voss, which is going to be awesome, by the way. I'm excited for that. But it's also not going to give us more to this particular part of the continuity. Same with the second one that's Pagan Min's backstory. The Joseph Seed story might be the one that gives us a little bit more insight. Or we're just going to find out that the ending of 5 and all of New Dawn are bullshit and non-existent in this universe. Which I guess could make sense because Far Cry Classic, the original Far Cry, takes place in 2025 in a non-post-apocalyptic world. Even though it's not made by Ubisoft, that would allow it to be added into the series with New Dawn and the ending of 5 being separate. Which would allow them to change and say that 5's real ending is either the Forgiveness ending or the Secret ending. I think it would actually be kind of cool, though, if they made it the Secret ending, because that would be something different. You know, anything you get in the first 5 minutes of the game actually being canonized.
Why would they take Paolo to a place like this?
Rough landing. By the way, guys, I have never piloted a helicopter. I can fly a plane. I've never tried a helicopter.
Chili Gator.
Paolo! Are you here?
What just happened?
Paolo's not here.
See, I can fly a plane, but I've never flown a helicopter, and I have no idea how to.
Kill me.
I can't imagine it's the hardest thing in the world, but I imagine it's harder than a plane. Plane actually isn't that hard to fly outside of the landing. Takeoff and actual flight is easy, believe it or not. It's just the landing that's tough. And knowing all the codes and stuff.
Paolo better be here, or Bembe's a dead man.
Paolo, it's Danny.
I'm sure I could learn to fly a helicopter if I had to. It's one place where it would have been beneficial in the military is that I can learn to fly things pretty quickly and easily. But that also would have required things like not being depressed and anxiety-ridden. Because unfortunately, those two things disqualify me pretty much from ever serving. Which, actually, at this point, I'm now 26, so I can't be drafted anymore. I actually just realized that I can't be drafted. Which is really weird to think that I'm old enough that I can't be drafted anymore. Well, I guess that'll relieve my mother.
I love these new phones. They're so thin.
It's not that it was likely anyway. We'd have to be engaged in war. And for 4 of the years that I was in draft age, we were at the closest thing to world peace we've ever been at under the Trump administration. Closest we've ever been to it, world peace.
Along with the poor. Anyway.
At least in the last 60, 70 years.
That's 0.5 cc's of PG-240. What you call the poison. It's being pumped into your bloodstream. Doctor's orders. All I have to do is call.
Okay, what is going on here? So did you drug me? Is this our drug mission? Yeah, this might be our drugged out mission, isn't it?
Come on, Cody, make a mistake. You're with me now.
He put something in me. Oh, God. He put something in me.
Was it his penis?
Get up to Matias. Fucking go.
Okay, you should be dead. Look, just because he stuck his penis in you doesn't mean that we can't keep fighting, right? It might not have been comfortable. It's not the end of the world, right?
Matias! Need your help.
Danny, I can't talk right
Okay, so he did stick his penis in you, but it also injected you with drugs. Got it.
He poisoned me! Need to get it out!
Okay, you need to get to McLean.
Yeah, this is our drug mission. It is.
Straight shot to me.
This is definitely our drug mission. This can be a bit annoying then. These missions are weird. These missions are always just like really, really freaking weird.
Tell me how you feel.
I'm drugged up, sir.
The PG-240 has worked its way.
Well, I ran over somebody. I don't know who it was, but they died.
Shut up!
See if I can mark it on the map, because I'm going to get lost if I don't.
Neurons are firing rapidly as they shut down. Your subconscious.
And it doesn't show up on the minimap. Great.
Shut the fuck up!
The game doesn't want me to have that advantage. Oh, now it does. That was weird.
Fuck!
How many drugs did he put into you?
Libertad or Castillo. He just likes shooting guns.
Nita!
I mean, I like shooting guns. I'm not going to deny that.
Don't you get it?
Shooting guns is fun. It is a great pastime.
Put me there.
We had to leave. Castillo was rounding up everyone.
No, Danny. They were coming for you. I should have been with Clara, but I came to the city to say goodbye to you.
So he's trying to convince us of a different timeline almost.
You left my body rotting on the beach. It should have been you.
I'm sorry!
Yeah, this is our definite drug trip mission. Sure is. Thought it was that other one with alcohol, but no, this is our tripping mission. It happens in every Far Cry game. So it's... everything that happens here is kind of to be expected.
Wayfarer's Body Shop? That was your big American dream? That's a terrible name. The Sorber Body Shop has such a better ring to it.
Alejo?
You know what Wayfarer says to me? He screams pity fuck. I was supposed to be drowning in Yankee pussy.
You weren't supposed to
Great.
die. It all happened
Good for
so
you.
fast.
Not important to me.
Is that all you have to say to me? You left my fucking corpse on that rooftop.
Okay, let's be honest here. Yeah, he left her corpse on the rooftop because you stood up and flipped off the military. What the hell did you expect to happen?
You lucky bitch. Why is it you get to...
You literally stood up there and flipped off the military. You can't be pissed off at me about that. Like, you brought that one on yourself, dude. Oh, well. Oops. Why am I still in Druggo vision? Yeah, seriously, like, did you forget that you stood up and flipped off the military and told them to kill you? Because I don't forget that. I remember that being a thing.
Paolo, keep her steady. I shouldn't have left her. I shouldn't have left her. It was fucking Bembe. He sold us out.
Well, does that really surprise anyone?
Danny, what are you doing? Danny! Listen to me, Danny. Drop the knife. How do you feel, Danny?
What did you just cut? Oh, a tracker. Or phone, entirely. Okay. Credit where it's due. You took that like a champ.
You're both lucky you have the best doctor in Yara.
Where's Paolo?
Just outside. Said he had a war to plan.
Fuck.
Now cut yourself open again, and I am not putting you back together.
Yeah, right. Of course you are. As long as I'm a leader of the revolution, you will. Alright guys, I gotta take a piss real quick. And then I will be back for some more Far Cry 6. Give me 2 to 3 minutes. And we back. Much better. Hey, Nico. That's the name of one of my dogs. Except it's spelled a little differently.
Good luck. At this stage, every guerrilla counts.
I don't know how many more story missions we have in this region. I want to say this is possibly the longest region with, like, the most stuff you have to do. Where are they, though? I mean, we still haven't even touched the third region. I feel like we're a good ways away from being done. That race I already did. Let's warp in from there. That'll be the fastest. Far Cry 6, though, it is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the hell out of this playthrough. Drinking my sparkling water. Perrier. Perrier, as it is actually called. Perrier. I'm holding up a symbol as if it is a fancy thing with the pinky out. Thank you, Sponger Bob. By the way, I'm actually really excited for THQ Nordic's next couple projects. We get SpongeBob Cosmic Shake, but it's made by the people that remade Battle for Bikini Bottom, which makes me happy because I loved that remake. Wasn't perfect, obviously, but it was a lot of fun. Very enjoyable. And a Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed. You can bet that once we get a release date, expect me to send near daily tweets and emails to THQ Nordic begging for an early special edition copy. Because I will do so. And I feel no shame in doing so. Because let's be honest here, I'm like 10% of all Destroy All Humans views on YouTube at this point. Probably. Maybe not 10%, but I'm a huge portion of the views of that franchise on YouTube. So they should have no problem giving me an early copy. I don't even care if it's not the special edition. I'll pay for the special edition, whatever it ends up being. Just give me an early copy of the game. Even if it's a digital version, I don't give a shit. I'll buy the special edition of whatever it is. Just give me an early copy so I can be one of the first to play and platinum it. And do videos of it, you know? That's a dream, to be the first in the world to platinum a game. Probably never going to happen. I don't have a prominent enough channel to get early copies of a lot of games. Though speaking of that, I think I did just get a copy of something.
Give me some Bavito off the top, huh, Bembe? I should check that White House.
I need to go back to my email and check that because I think I got a copy of something. Some game I've never heard of. I need to actually check that after the video and put in the code because, you know, I don't turn down free games.
He's really going after Bembe.
If I can get a game for free, I am not turning that down. I don't care how good or bad it is, I ain't turning it down.
Don't worry.
A free game is a free game. Free entertainment is free entertainment. And I do not turn down free stuff. Those of you who know me probably realize that I'm a cheapskate. So, I don't turn down things that are free. It's kind of funny, like, my parents talk to me about this every now and then, like, how I'm so cheap. I'm a lot like my grandparents compared to them. I mean, they're frugal, obviously. They're not pompous, rich people or anything like that, but I'm much cheaper than they are. I'm much more like my grandparents on both sides of my family. in that I don't like to spend money, like, at all, if possible. And honestly, I like a lot of cheap things. Cheap alcohol works for me. I love pasta. I enjoy ramen and rice and potatoes. Cheap food items. I like it, honestly. I grew up on some of it. They're kind of comfort foods to me. I mean, pasta, mac and cheese. They're just, you know, they're comfort foods to me. I grew up on them. And it just so happens that they hardly cost anything. I mean, a box of Kraft mac and cheese or a box of spaghetti, it don't cost much, you know?
The little maniac sabotage one
That's one of those items that it doesn't cost a lot.
Loose as some kind of rodeo.
Repinga, he's going to get himself killed.
I won't let anything happen to him.
And I mean, spaghetti is delicious. And it costs pennies per serving. Well, maybe a quarter per serving nowadays, so a quarter a serving, we'll say that. That's not a lot of money. I can spend a quarter a meal. I don't think that's gonna break the bank too much. Hopefully, if things go right with what I'm planning with my current job, I might be able to pay off like a quarter of my house or something. You never know how much I can get. I'm a big healthcare company trying to keep people silent. You never know. Yeah, it'd be better if I could, like, sue Walmart or something and sue them for, like, $1 million. I'm sure they'd give you $1 million just to shut up and never talk about them again. $1 million would pay off all the debt my family has, all of my extended family included. And have money left over. At the very least, I'll be living debt-free, so that'd be, that's a big thing to think about. Having no debt, having no obligations. That is a really good thing. Why is Guapo down there? Guapo, first off, how? And secondly, why? And thirdly, did? That did nothing. Oh, yeah, it did. It actually killed him. But I did buy a Mega Millions ticket tonight. Because of reasons. So here's my logic when it comes to the lottery. I don't usually play unless it's at least $250 million. For two major reasons. The first is that the odds of you winning are the same no matter what the jackpot is. Whether it's 10 million or 10 billion. Obviously that's never happened, but regardless of what it is, your odds of winning are the same no matter what. Now, the odds of a random person out there in the world winning are higher the higher the jackpot goes because more people play. But your particular individual odds of winning are the same no matter the jackpot. So along with that, since there's such an astronomically ridiculously low chance of ever winning something like that. I figure that if I'm gonna play, I'll play to win the biggest bucks, you know? If there's that astronomically low chance of me winning, I might as well play for when it's the largest amount of money.
I think he's still inside.
And obviously, I don't need $100 million to be happy in life. That'd be a little ridiculous to need that much. I'd be very happy with $10 million cleared from the lottery. 10 million would be more than enough. Easily pay off any and all debts we have with millions and millions left over. Invest some of it, spend some of it. Be more than enough that none of us would ever have to work again. Because honestly, there's not that many things I would splurge on, and there's not that many things I would be like a rich person on. I mean, there's a few food experiences I would like to have. I would like to try whatever the highest quality Wagyu beef is. Wagyu steak. I would like to try that at some point in my life.
Don't kill me! I did nothing!
So with that, it would be easily paid.
Crazy kid come through here.
I'd love to try, you know, the highest quality meat in the world. So that's one thing.
Came in here whiffing a gun around. Told me I had to tell him where my buyer lives. I told Bicho Bembe's place is in Cruz del Salvador, near the border. That's all I know. I swear.
Yeah, that's one experience I would love to have someday.
I know where to find Bembe.
Because that's a pretty much a once-in-a-lifetime experience for the average human being.
Exactly. Sit tight, Paolo.
I would love to be able, one time in life, to go blow $2,500 in a night at a strip club or something. I think that'd be fun. Around here, $2,500 will get you a lot. At least I assume it will. And then save the rest to pay off debts and enjoy life and make sure I never have to need money again. Make some smart investments. I would certainly buy some gold and silver. Like physical gold and silver, not just stocks, but actual physical gold and silver. Maybe some copper, bronze, and platinum as well. Just thinking of what might make me some money in the future, you know. Gotta be smart. Gotta make some investments. And I have no idea how I got off on this tangent. Or cotangent, or sine or cosine. Or whatever the fuck trigonometry was, because fuck that. Because it's pointless to 99.99999% of the population. I don't need to know what the cosine of 30 degrees is. I don't need to know what the sine of 60 degrees is. I don't need to know what any of those words actually mean in general. Because they're not going to help me in life. Like, you know, virtually everything you learn in school is not going to help you in life. Because they don't teach basic classes. They don't teach, you know, home ec type classes anymore.
Don't listen to him.
They don't teach basics. They don't teach you how to grow your own food. They don't teach you how to pay your taxes, apply for a loan. They don't teach you any of that stuff. They don't teach you anything that's actually useful.
You need to shut the fuck up right now.
What the hell is going on?
Okay, you're Paz. Your name is Paz.
How did you brainwash him? I'm so confused.
And I need you with us, okay?
Why are we not killing him? He's clearly causing a lot of problems. Why can't we just shoot him? He's causing more problems than he's worth. And he's clearly just causing problems. Why can't we just kill him? He's being a nuisance. And in America, we can shoot a nuisance. I mean, we actually can't, but make America jokes because it makes views. I don't know, I think it does. Maybe it doesn't.
He's a bit shook, but he's okay.
I still also have no idea what the hell happened in that entire cutscene.
Still a snake.
But Far Cry games are not exactly known for their riveting storylines.
When Bicho gets back,
Never really have been.
he could use it right now.
They are known for gameplay.
Danny, how is my patient?
Alive. Gracias. And I have another cool scar to show me.
There should be a way to get up higher in here.
But it's the scars in your head that worry me most. Look, it's not a good situation here. Talia has an infection and we're low on medication.
I'm sure Castillo has some to spare.
An infection. What kind of infection could she have? Is it one of those special kind of infections that we can't mention on YouTube or else we get demonetized? Or is it some other kind of infection? Like the virus that we can't mention on YouTube without getting demonetized? You know, the virus that I got 9 months ago and still have antibodies for. Yeah, there's your science lesson for the day. I got said virus in January and I still have antibodies. And have worked in close proximity to the public. And have not gotten it again. And even if you do end up getting it again, it's never as severe the second time. Not one person has died from a second infection of it. But again, we're not here to talk about that stuff. Alright, what's our objective here? Recover the antibiotics? Oh, are they actually here? Oh, that was lucky. That was easy. That was a very lucky guess. You're good, man. Don't worry. I had a bit of stomach pain today. Then I sat on the toilet for 10 minutes during work and resolved said pain. Because in all honesty, until they start paying us better, I'm going to shit on company time. And they're not going to say anything to me about it. Because that would be ableist. Because irritable bowel syndrome is a thing. I don't necessarily have it, but I can tell them I have it. And they're going to let me shit however often I need to. Or else they're going to get sued for a lot of money. And get shut down by the government. Which my current employer deserves. Because they're horrific, terrible pieces of shit that need to all go burn in hell. But again, this is all stuff I will discuss in the future. But yeah, my employers, they can all go burn in hell where they deserve to be at. Alright, so we're returning drugs that I found, antibiotics specifically. Again, I got very lucky that it was the first check when I went. Okay, this strikes me as an odd location. Probably going to be a defensive battle coming up. I'm willing to make bets on that. I'll bet $5 whole that we're about to have a defensive battle here in this mission, or in the next mission immediately after, from giving meds, with the way this is laid out. I'll bet $5 whole on it. $5 is $5. That's enough for a pizza from Little Caesars. That's enough for like a week's worth of ramen noodles.
Big reunion. We need to hit El Doctor.
You need to stay here. We need to move.
We're not abandoning them.
What is Clara doing here? What's he doing here?
That footage from Castillo Zoo showed the cost of his paradise. The concert inspired thousands to join us. Radio Libertad inspires more.
But you've become a distraction.
Maria's dead. Viviro is a new target. El Doctor is the key to fuck up Castillo's money machine. And he's in the Capitol.
He's not there.
My people have eyes on him.
We were face to face. El Doctor is addicted to his work. He's not going anywhere. Matias Jacinta.
Sergio Esteves, El Doctor's right-hand man, murdered hundreds with his medical trials.
That's how we get El Doctor.
Were you running to America? Found your cojones a little late. I knew you were military.
Paulo,
I mean, he's willing to join us now.
I'm not your leader. But you've had one foot out the door now. Talia's
Might not have been day one.
Revolution is chaos. But a leader creates their own order.
Sorry, guys, that went down the wrong pipe.
Pedro Torrero. Now that was a fucking musician.
Mama and Papa are gone. We need Sergio. I'll find him. Then we pay El Doctor a visit.
All right. 30,000 across Toronto with their jobs. I don't blame them. Not only are healthcare workers already being shit on after a year of being called the heroes of the pandemic, you're all heroes. Now take experimental jab or lose job forever. I don't care what anyone says, whether or not you believe in this vaccine. The mandates are a serious issue. We had 2,000 workers walk out yesterday across this part of South Carolina. We had 2,000 workers walk out because they didn't agree with it. I would have done the same if I had known. Didn't know what was happening, though. But yeah, when I could quit my current job and walk into Chick-fil-A and have a job at Chick-fil-A Monday at the same salary, working the drive-thru at a fast food restaurant, that's kind of a problem. No wonder they're all quitting. $75,000 to come back to work. Man. I mean, I personally have no problem working overtime, just because I like to make money. I have no problem with working some overtime, as long as I get paid overtime pay for it. If I don't get paid overtime pay for it, then I'm certainly not going to do it. Which in the US is time and a half, so if you make $10 an hour, overtime is $15 an hour. Just as a random thing, I make more than that an hour, so.
Nice house. Being
Nice house.
pays off.
So we're gonna kill everyone here then? Probably.
Hey, it's Paulo. Just thought you should know what kind of monster Sergio is. Como mierdas carried out thousands of fucked up experiments on outcasts. Even kids, Danny. It's fucking sick. And all of it just...
That is pretty fucking disgusting.
I got to get this piece of shit.
Sick as in disgusting. New experiments on kids, that is the lowest of the low. And you get the worst places in hell. Let's heal up here, please.
You send backup.
I'm gonna die here because I was not prepared. That was my fault for being stupid. No functioning hospitals by 2025? Honestly, that's not an unfair estimate. I think there will still be functioning, but there will only be a few, and they'll only be in a few, like, major cities in every country. So I think there will still be a few functioning, but it won't be very many, and they will not be in many areas of the country. Like, they'd be back in, you know, Raleigh, North Carolina, our old state capital. That's the state I used to live in, by the way, guys. It's North Carolina. They'd maybe be in the city that I'm currently living in, or... I mean, I don't live in a city. I live in a small town, but I'm not far from a city.
Hey, it's Paolo. Just thought you should know what kind of monster Sergio...
But again, we've been, like... This whole region has been, like, the organizers and heads of the anti-COVID vaccine movement, which has been awesome. Didn't think I'd meet other good, like-minded people like that here. I mean, even, like, the girl I'm really seriously talking to now, she didn't take it. And I'm going to tell you guys, given my experience in the medical field, and especially the field of clinical research, which I worked for over a year before the pandemic, I would not be taking this thing, personally speaking. I'm sure I'll get... The YouTube police will not be happy to hear it. But personally, I will not take this thing. Whether or not a job depends on it, it ain't happening. I would not risk my health for it. Because I know the processes these things have to go through. It has not gone through it. Hostile work environment, bad salaries, bad work hours, insulted by management, called names on social media. I don't get called things on social media because of my job. I get it from YouTube sometimes, but that's to be expected. That's not a problem. But all the other stuff happens at work, so...
Who you been talking to, Sergio? Sergio, it's El Guerrillas. The Guerrillas.
Hey, Matias. Someone warned El Doctor that we were coming. Sergio's on the run.
Don't let that piece of shit escape. He's a fucking murderer.
Well, kill somebody? That is my speciality. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. And I'm not going to complain because that's kind of awesome when you manage to pull off that kind of wingsuit moment. That's one thing that Far Cry 2 lacks. It doesn't have a wingsuit. Just one reason why I'd be a little more concerned about playing it on a modern console. Because I know that it would have no wingsuit in it and other issues. Unless they can fix all the glitches in the game. Which I'm not sure they would. It sounds like a vehicle.
There's that true Yaren piece of shit.
That explains why we got these vehicles.
Fucker is fast.
But we are faster. I've got pistol. Handgun is mightier than sword. I mean, I've used the handgun in all these Call of Duty games. I have other plans to use sidearms in other games. Not Far Cry, though, because I think I could think of better challenges for Far Cry. Like, you know, Far Cry New Dawn saw launcher only.
Stop following me! Get the fuck out of here!
What the? Did I hold square too long? Shit. Okay, that was my fault. I held square too long. Let's not let that happen again. Come on now, that's not cool. We can't be doing that. Those are landmines that are on water and, like, way too comically obvious for what they are. Even the Yarn government would have removed those by now. I was wondering if that might happen. I'm clearly missing something. Private is more likable, yeah. So I'm currently dealing with many of those issues of hostile work environment and low salary for what I do. And all that other good stuff. Alright, let's get back on the thing. Come on, get on it.
There's that true Yaren piece of shit.
We must catch him. I'm assuming this is not the last mission of this region, though, so we may not get through it tonight, which is sad. And we had a lot of views tonight, but not getting through the region, that's a little surprising. It didn't seem like it was that much to go in it. I won't crash into a wall. Oh no! Oh, that was too close. I was worried about that there. I ran right into that and I saw it coming. Okay. What do you want me to do here, game? What do you need me to do? Do I need to blow the vehicle up? Do I need to catch and hijack it? No instructions are given. Well, I could just shoot it with an RPG the second it jumps out. So, I don't know. Okay, this is getting annoying.
There's that true Yaren piece of shit. I've got you. I've got you.
It wants us to capture him alive, but doesn't specify how that's supposed to happen.
Stop following me!
Can I just, like, knock out the tires on his vehicle or something? Like, that doesn't seem like it's doing anything. It's the main issue. Am I actually doing anything? Or do I just have to follow it for a while? Crap. Okay, get back on the road. Why are you not controlling? Okay, let's not hit the comedically large landmines this time. I still can't believe I hit him the other time. The first time especially. Second time didn't matter as much because I was just kind of rushing it. Alright, let's see if I'm just supposed to follow him for a while. That's my assumption, is that if we follow him long enough, we'll be able to catch him. Oh, there we go. Yep, that's exactly what we're supposed to do. Oh, you got Devil May Cry 5 for the PC. Very nice. I've heard that's a tough game and a tough series.
Concussion, grade 2 or higher, laceration, dislocated shoulder.
Matias. Hey, Miguel. You're going to treat me to prove you're the better doctor. Where the fuck is El Doctor?
The Viviro Processing Center, Building 13.
What the fuck, Paolo?
You think El Doctor could run the outcast camps without people like this piece of shit? None of this whole fucking mess would be happening without doctors like him. Fuck him.
I don't blame you. I mean, he told you the information you needed. I can understand maybe capturing him for a while, but he did tell you the information you needed. So him staying alive wasn't going to give you any major benefit compared to some of the other characters.
Danny, come meet me at the lookout near the BioVida lab. We're going to hit El Doctor where he lives.
Oh, this might be the last one.
You and I are going to kill him, Danny. And we'll also hit Castillo where it hurts most. His fucking wallet.
Well, look at that, Paolo. You made me smile.
Who's also the leader of this country. I don't think he has to care about his wallet. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is either the last or next to last mission. Here, in this region. Obviously, there's a whole nother region after this. Are you playing Cyberbugs yet? For the PC? Cyberbug 2001, whatever you wish to call it. Yeah, they could have ransomed him. But I guess he just wasn't really valuable enough to the enemy war effort to be worth the money that would be required to try to keep him alive and safe. That was bad timing. I was drinking a bottle of water. Alright, we're on our way to our target. 400 meters. Can we get to 300? We cannot. Almost got run over by a truck. Now we're at 300. Cable car. Wasn't that in Borderlands? I don't fucking know anymore. Okay, I want to say this is either the last or next to last mission in this region. So we're almost done here. It'll be nice when we are, though. Install the updates and cyberbugs. It crashed and refused to launch. Well, that sounds about right for it. Sadly speaking. Thought it would have been better at this point. Apparently not.
This is it.
Oh, maybe this is the last mission. It's worth 300 XP. It's worth more, so we'll have to see what it does. Yeah, this looks like a major base of some kind.
Gotta take out that alarm.
Well, let's see what all's going on here. We got alarms, we got guards, we got snipers. This could be a tough one. Seems to be a lot of enemies here. Well, luckily we have a 50 caliber sniper rifle with a 10 times zoom, I think it is. That wasn't a good shot. Okay, so we can knock out that alarm.
Try to call backup now.
There's probably another one, but that is one down. That was not good. I love how he just shakes off that bullet to his chest like it's nothing. Look, sorry, but even with body armor, if you get shot in the chest with a 50 ACP round, you ain't getting up from that. At the very least, you're going to have a very expensive hospital bill when this is over. And you're going to be very lucky to be alive. Just a couple of kills there. Got him. There's one more down here. Got him. Excellent. What trends am I into? I guess right now, the biggest trend I'm into is Squid Game. Because I actually did enjoy that series. And I think there's a fair number of detractors to it, but I found it enjoyable.
Adios, reinforcements.
That's probably my biggest trend right now. What trends do I not like, though? Anything to do with, you know, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Among Us, or any of those other games, or even, like, Warzone. Not for me. I don't know if Vanguard's going to be any good in the Call of Duty franchise. It might be. It could be. You never know. But I'm not feeling particularly confident in it. It hasn't done anything to impress me from the beta.
What's happening, Danny?
Fastest way in is with a gun.
This place is built like a bunker. You'll need to find a
Fastest way in is with stealth.
Got it.
How did they... Okay, I'd love to know what alarm got sounded. We know we're fine now because clearly, if they're expecting an attack from me, then I might as well just fight my way through. That's the way this game is designed. It doesn't reward stealth quite as well as 3 and 4 do. Because in this one, even if you're stealthy, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. If I can't read comments for a second, let me get through this battle. Where are you? Well, I can't get in there, so who's shooting me from behind? Where's the other alarm at? There must be another alarm somewhere that's allowing this. Still love how cigars are like instant healing items. Okay, not seeing anyone at the moment. Ooh, might get a chance to snipe. I just fell down, and that was terrible. And also, there's the alarm. Well, it's down now, so no more reinforcements should come in. I think we shut down all the alarms, because there's only 3 in bases in previous games. Unless that changed. It could be more now. I don't know. We'll have to see. Got him. Easy kill. That's a kill. See if we can get this guy with RPG. I just barely missed him. Okay, that allows us in there if we want to. I think that might be where we have to go. Ooh, there's a helipad here. I like that. Not a great shot. That was a good shot, though. There's one guy down there. Even the one left? Almost feel sorry to kill him. I mean, I don't. But also, if you get hit in the chest with a 50 caliber, you're gonna die, so... Can I stop falling off the sides of buildings, please? I don't know where he is. Climb back up. I don't know where this enemy even is. There we go. Okay, so where is this guy? Oh, great. That's just what we needed. Take him out real quick. Oh, there's one. That was a terrible shot. There we go. Alright, what have we got going on in here? Is that an alarm box? That is a first aid box. Quite different things.
What is this?
Original Final Fantasy VII final boss was tough. I mean, it's sad because I never actually played Final Fantasy VII. Never really could get into the franchise in whole, honestly. Just one of those series that I know is great and well loved, but just one I never could really get into. It's one of a few that I can never get into. Like, you know, there's Assassin's Creed over there that so many people love, but I just could never get into.
Oh, shit.
Just not a series for me, you know? Some series are like that.
Please don't shoot.
mine. El Doctor's lab. All his experiments.
Keep your shit together. Is El Doctor going to die today?
He's going to fucking die today.
I hope he does, because he's apparently experimenting on other humans without their consent. Look, I know how it is to experiment on human beings, but to experiment without their individual informed consent is another thing entirely. And highly illegal. Then again, I don't think this game cares about legal.
We are being attacked by terrorists. Defend the Viviro. Defend the path to paradise.
Okay, where do I go from here? Because I don't see another green marked door. What's right here, maybe? Ah, there we go.
Are you okay? Can you walk?
Danny, that's twice now you volunteered for my experiments.
You sick motherfucker!
Oh, what's he doing?
I've seen what Viviro's really doing. And I'm going to enjoy this a little too much.
Not one for debate, are we? Did you know exposure to...
Hasn't this been used in like a million other games, like Wolfenstein Youngblood?
I kill a lot faster than cancer!
Yeah, I assume you probably do kill faster than cancer.
I'm going to keep your brain in your heart. Not possible.
Can't breathe!
But you are just a rat in my maze.
Oh, we're okay. Possibly. Probably not. Because clearly I screwed up. Which way am I supposed to go? This way? This thing spread pretty quickly. I gotta give him that. We're out. Yeah, puke that shit up. That's probably a good idea.
Fucking poison! You can't get away from me!
I love how alcohol cures poison. Because alcohol is the cure to all of life's problems, clearly. I mean, it works pretty well for me, but not as well as certain things in the world, like antidepressants, but... Again, story probably for another day.
Do you know what the definition of control is? Operating on someone.
Oh great, you're gonna pull some Voss bullshit here. Trying to be Voss, but failing miserably. I think that's where we're going here, and that's kind of sad.
The best feeling in the world is the sensation of slowly parting skin with my scalpel.
Which one of you is real?
Orphans make the best test subjects. They are so eager to please.
So what'd you experiment on me with? That's what I'm getting out of this. Just puke again. Great. Oh, that's him. Heal up.
See you in hell.
Wait, did I do it? Did I win?
Paolo, El Doctor is dead.
I guess I did.
You fucking did it.
What are we going to do about all those people?
You just did the best thing you could do for them. Now, we have to get out.
Relájense, mi gente.
Hun? How the fuck?
You think I wouldn't find out what you kids were up to? Wipe that stupid look off your face and clear me a landing zone.
Paulo, meet me at the helipad. And Juan, gracias. Cojones.
Paolo's not fucking
Okay. Knock them all out. Why does his music sound like eerily similar to Black Ops 2? Kinda does, right? Grab some gasolina. Revive. In all honesty, in real life, I think the guerrillas probably die here. But they realize they sacrificed their lives for a cause. And they're not worried about it. Because chances that the Resistance has a good working helicopter like this, not overly likely, in all honesty. But I think we're doing okay. I will read comments here in a minute, guys. Let me get out of here first. And back to safety.
Feeling like a last stand, Paulo. I'm the honor to die by your side. Fuck that. How about we don't die? Okay?
I ain't dying here. We're gonna live.
Here comes the fucking cavalry. Enemies in the air.
Okay, there's enemies over here somewhere. Got him. Come on, land your damn helicopter already. Can you land your helicopter already? Launch the missiles. Definitely love the Supremos. They are a lot of fun to use. Kind of craving pizza right now. Anyone else craving pizza right now? Because I'm craving pizza right now. First thing is, I have a $50 DoorDash gift card right now that my mom won from something. I don't know even what it was.
Anton's best. I'll take that as a compliment.
So I can order pizza. But at the same time, I don't... As much as I want pizza, I'm not really all that hungry. Because that makes sense. I want pizza, but I'm not hungry for pizza. I don't know. I'm weird like that. My body's weird like that. Okay, there cannot be many more enemies here. There we go. Jeez, that was annoying. Alright, I don't want to stand there because I feel like I'll get crushed to death by the helicopter when it drops out of absolute thin air space thing.
The joke is lost from 20 minutes ago. Gunshot injury.
I'm gonna assume you're referencing the whole Alex Baldwin thing that just happened. Whatever his face is. It's tragic. It is tragic, to say the least. I'm not gonna deny that.
Allergic to the fat in pizza.
Oh man, that sucks. Pizza is one of my favorite. It's probably a bomb, isn't it? Yeah, pizza is one of my favorite food items. Okay, where is this dude and why is he not here? This is getting kind of ridiculous. Okay, yeah, he was flying in to get us a few minutes ago. Why is he not here? Wait, is this guy about to get crushed to death? Oh, I'm watching. Is he gonna get... Oh, he didn't get crushed to death. Dang it. Okay, that was an intense mission.
El Doctor!
Dead. Real fucking tragedy.
The goddess of victory picked us today. Enjoy it, guerrillas. Because tomorrow you'll be fucking someone.
Who's the goddess of victory? Is it Athena? I don't know. I don't think it's Athena. I think it's something else. That is a big victory, though, in our revolution. Hey, there we go. That's the end of the second area. I got one area to go. So hopefully I can live stream the platinum for this next week. Halloween?
You never listen to Pedro Torrero? This generation.
I mean, I dressed up some in college because a lot of people did. Not for trick-or-treating purposes, but just for, you know, going to bars and shit. And parties.
Fuck no. El Doctor.
If I did, though, I'd probably go Squid Game, because that's, like, probably going to be the most popular thing in the world this year. And all it requires is a pink raincoat and a fencing mask with a symbol on it from the PlayStation controller.
But don't think I'm going to let you off the hook. It's easy to talk of family, equality when you're not running a country. But when your revolution is over, mine won't have even started yet.
So let's put it on the record. Bicho.
Si, Capitan. Queen Clara. I mean, Jefa.
It'd be fun, though. You never know.
I think Radio
But
Libertad would like to
I
hear
don't
from
know
our
what's
new
going on around here for Halloween. I never really paid much attention to it even before the pandemic. It was just never really my main holiday because I'm not really a candy eater.
This fucking music.
It's no Pedro Torrero.
I mean, I like candy, it's just not, it's not something I seek out in my day-to-day life, you know? Alright, Maximus Matanzas will fight with Libertad. 2 out of 3 groups are recruited. I bet we get a cutscene here, a special one. Yes. Let's see what it is.
True, Yaras. These terrorista monsters that plague us, they have no vision for Yara. They simply want chaos. Diego.
Si, Papa?
They simply want chaos. It's off.
You used that line already.
You opened it?
Sí, señor presidente. It rings every hour, señor presidente.
Hola, fascista.
I recognize that voice.
Did you like my present?
You killed him. What a surprise, terrorista.
And the intel recovered allowed us to hijack 10 shipments of your precious Viviro.
Let me ask you a question, Miss Garcia. When I am dead and Yara is burning, what exactly is your plan? Hold hands, sing songs around the fire?
Pinga! Who told you, fascista?
You call me Señor Presidente! Start the camera. I'm ready to speak to my people.
Papa.
What? Just stop.
Rolling, Señor Presidente.
It is with great sadness I must announce the death of a true hero of paradise, Dr. Edgar Reyes. Not only the genius mind behind Viviro, but also a personal friend.
Okay, so with that, we see he is starting to crack. But that's about all we get out of that. The military presence has increased again, so they are going to be tougher. I mean, it basically means nothing. We've liberated 2/3 of the country. I mean, there's not a whole lot in the territory that we already control. The territory that we don't control means that we're a little ways away from being done with the game. It's like there's a checkpoint here. Targets don't matter. There's one treasure hunt up there. So yeah, we're not exactly done with the game. There's a good bit to go. There's a whole nother territory left. But that was good progress made tonight. We cleared the second area of the game. So what's probably going to happen, guys, is next time we stream Far Cry 5, I should be fairly close to the platinum and be able to live stream the obtaining of it. As long as I can finish off this next area during the next week. Oh, we got stuff to do here. Up to 12. Versus no... You know what? Do it. Ah, it didn't work. Crap. Okay, highest chance here is explosives. That worked. Do we yeet for fuel? Yeah, why not? Let's eat for fuel. Okay, that was a decent run. Not perfect, but it's okay. Oh, you talking with Squid Games? Yeah, it basically is oh, it's not quite a Korean Hunger Games clone. It's more like a Korean what's it called? Korean Fall Guys clone. It's basically Fall Guys in real life. In a semi-realistic real life. That's actually probably the best way to put it. Is that it's basically Fall Guys in real life. Okay, we need ghillie suit, sabotage, sniper, smooth talker. I don't really think it matters that much because I really don't care. Now, what about this one? Smooth talker. Well, we don't have anyone for that, but we'll just send someone random and hope it works.
You here to pick up Paulo's slack? We got a lot to do here.
Hey, Danny.
Oh, yeah.
But this is good, though. We have taken 2 out of the 3 areas fully. And we're buying up a lot of the items. So, what is currently, not in our arsenal, but... in our journal, we have Libertad and Legends of 67. I don't know if we even want to try this yet, because I feel like it's going to be a fail automatically. Legends of 67, we got 2 Yarn stories and a few military targets, but there's not that much currently on the map for us to do. There's collectibles and stuff that I gotta find off screen, but that's about it. I found a 7th of the hidden stories. Alright, guys. So that is going to be it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We had a lot of viewers during the main time of this stream, which was awesome. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, and there will not be a stream tomorrow, so presumably the next Far Cry 6 stream will be obtaining the Platinum Trophy. Hopefully it gets to that point, because I've still got one more full region to play through, which has like 12 to 15 story missions. Plus there's miscellaneous trophies and stuff to do, so hopefully we can get to it by then. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already. There will be a video up, at least one more video up this weekend. That's just like a standard video. And following that, we will hopefully be finishing this game up next week. And in the future, we have other terrible, easy, weird kids games to play, as we talked about early in the stream. So, once again, thank you guys for being here. And I will see you in a couple days for another video, and next week for more streaming.